If a person who died by an unfortunate accident as a result of a wrongful act, creating a wrongful death claim, under those circumstances, the fact that the person had a pre-existing condition, that is a condition that existed before the accident, is taken into account. However, under those circumstances, as long as the accident was a real factor in causing the death, whether it aggravated the underlying condition, whether it activated the underlying condition, as long as it was involved in creating the death, it's not a defense to say the person had a pre-existing accident. The law says you must take that person as you find them. And regardless, if the accident hastened the death, made the death more likely, under those circumstances, the law finds that the wrongful act did cause that incident or that loss. Secondly, cases are often defended based upon what the life expectancy of the person would have been had the wrongful death not occurred. This is sometimes relevant to how long the person would have earned, what their earning horizon would have been when you're calculating what the future loss of earnings would have been. Sometimes if the pre-existing condition is severe enough, I've seen arguments from the defense that the person wouldn't have lived as long as we say they would have lived, would not have worked as long as we say they would have worked by virtue of the pre-existing condition. However, that's a burden of the defendants, and oftentimes it's misplaced. If you can think about someone who dies as a result of someone's wrongful act coming into court and saying, well, yes, we caused this death, but this person wouldn't have lived long anyway. Can you imagine that defense? They wouldn't have lived long enough to earn as much as the plaintiff says. It's a difficult defense to make out from an emotional standpoint, ultimately to a jury. And it can be a difficult defense to make out practically. How are you going to say that someone with a pre-existing condition would have only lived X amount of years? The life expectancy tables upon which all of this is based incorporates all people and all medical conditions in its analysis, in its underwriting. So under those circumstances, the defense will try it. It's a difficult defense to make out, but you can anticipate it. If you believe you have a wrongful death case, give our office a call. We'll be happy to help.